one game where one country has completely dominated the sport. It is hockey from India. A discussion on the sport of hockey cannot be complete without mentioning India and its glorious past. A very good evening to you all, respected principal, senior masters, worthy teachers and all media friends. Today, on this fine evening, it's I, Cadet Shivanand from Charukya House, here to deliver a speech titled Restore the Glory of Indian Hockey. India passed its spell of hockey ascendancy over a period spanning beyond 3 decades, when its sway in the domain was so complete that the game itself had come to be associated with the country's name. The period from 1928 to 1980 is known as the golden period of Indian hockey. In 12 Olympics of that golden era, Indian hockey won 8 gold medals, 2 bronze medals and 1 silver medal. In the 71 Olympic matches that it played, it won 57, lost only 8 and drew only 6 matches. It scored a total number of 325 goals against the opponent and conceded only 58 goals. That was the time when the standard of Indian hockey was so high that the beauty and fantasy of the Indian game drew the crowd from the other Olympic venues to the hockey field. That was the time when no other team in the world could match with the incomparable artistry of the Indian team. That was the time when the spectators commented, when the ball hits Indians in the striking circle, the rival defense is paralyzed. That was the time when the adversaries on the field were left almost hypnotized by the uncanny skill of Indians. That was the time when Indians were flicking through the mail of defenders as though they never existed. And that was the time when Indians scored goals like runs in cricket. It is this glorious past which made everyone in the country stand up to acknowledge hockey as the national game. It was the emotional voice of the population, but not a dictate from the Indian Constitution. Let me remind you all, the so-called Indians, that you all belong to a nation of such a glorious past. Being a native of such a great nation, when an Indian hockey team could not qualify for the 2008 Beijing Olympics, didn't you feel humiliated? Being a native of such a great nation, don't you feel disappointed when you see India at 10th place in the world hockey rankings? Being a native of such a great nation, don't you have the pain that the Indian hockey team has not climbed onto the podium in Olympics for the last 32 years? Looking at this condition of the Indian hockey, every one of you must feel the need to restore the honor of Indian hockey, because you all belong to a nation which has produced the hockey legends Dhyan Chand, Roop Singh, Leslie Claudius, Balbir Singh, Charanjit Singh, etc., and etc. As Jesse Owens has rightly said that the Olympics belong to the youth, the responsibility of helping the Indian hockey to make a comeback lies on you, the younger lords of this great nation. In academics, it is hockey, it is mathematics that is being genetically inherited by the Indians. And in sports, be sure it is hockey that is genetically infused into the blood of every Indian. My dear younger lords of this great nation, in order to express that hidden talent, you need to work hard like Dhyan Chand, with a focused mind of Eklavya and persist like Milkha Singh. Let me remind you the days of dominance are long gone. UFI is waiting since 1981 to see India back on top in the world hockey rankings. Spectators throughout the world are waiting since 32 years to once again see those magical goals that the Indians used to score once. Every former Indian Olympian is waiting to see Indian hockey back on track. So, my dear Indians, it's time for you to pull up your socks and rise to the occasion. Thank you, Jai Hind, Ajit hai, Abhi hai.